side of the tracks where we welcome mental instability with open arms. I'm your host, Walleye. We got Bastard Ran over here, and today we have a special guest talking about motorcycles and motorcycle clubs. We're going to call him Stones for the purpose of the episode. So, I guess the way we want to get started here is what first got you into motorcycles and what led you to join the club?
Oh, it all started back when I was about 9, 10 years old. My aunt took my cousins and I to a corn festival in Zellwood. And me and my cousin, and we rolled up in there, and there was probably, probably 200-300 1%ers there. And we was playing football, and I went for a pass, and I wasn't paying attention. I went to catch the pass, and I ran into this freaking refrigerator, which was a big-ass biker, and knocked me down. And I caught the ball, believe it or not. So I'm laying on the ground looking at this mountain of a man, and he picks me up, and he dusts me off. He says, "You okay, little fella?" I said, "Yes, sir, I'm fine." And I followed that man around like a puppy, man, for the rest of the day. And from then on, I was like, man, I want to be like him. And then it all started from there, about age 9.
You said a corn festival. Like corn?
Yeah, corn, sweet corn.
Like sweet corn. Yeah, this brings back to making some moonshine, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll work on that for the next episode. So is there any specific history behind the club?
Well, I got affiliated with the club I was in through a friend he was a hang-around. And he said, "Man, you ought to come up to the clubhouse and hang out with us a little bit and all." And I had met a few of the members. And I'm just old North Florida redneck, man, and, old long-haired redneck. And a couple of the older guys like, "Man, we don't think he could fit in, man. He's a little hateful and stuff sometimes, and maybe," and he goes, "Man, ain't that what you want? You want some stand-up guys?" And so they started him-hawing around, so I hung around about, 2-3 years, and I was with another organization at the time. And I said, "You know what, man, this one ain't going like I want it to." So I became an official hang-around, then I became a probate. After about, they said it was a year of probate, but about after 8 months, I got cancer, and I had to tap out for a little while. And when I got well, I came back in. I thought maybe I was going to come back in when time served and start pick up from there. Hell no, it was day one. So I ended up doing another 8 months of probate before I became a full member.
So, Stone, can you explain to the audience what a probate is and a 1%er?
A probate is a prospective member that you're trying to become a member, trying to get fit in and get along with the guys and do what it takes to be a full member. And let me get this clear. I've never been a 1%er. I was always with a support club. So I'm not a 1%er, and I've never claimed to be, and that's one thing that would never come out of my mouth.
So to be a 1%er, you have to be accepted in that club, right? Not a supportive club.
Yeah. Even in a support club, you get you kind of get brought in by a member, a full patch member that will sponsor you, that say he's responsible for you. So if you fuck up, it comes on him.
Right.
And so you really don't want to fuck up.
He's basically responsible for you.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's rough.
You want to do, I mean, it's pretty simple, man, being a probate. You tend bar, you take the trash out, you have a big event, you clean up, you serve drinks, you empty ashtrays, you guard the gate, you do things, and you watch motorcycles, and it's pretty easy.
Basically, you got to do your time, huh?
Yeah, you just got to do your time and get people getting to know you, and you got to always introduce yourself to the other members of other clubs that have to come to your house.
Right.
And you got to, make sure you say who you are, who you're with, and all that, and you get to know everybody and shit, man. I met some pretty cool people in the world, man, and I met a few dicks too, but
right.
it is
That's
what
the case,
it is,
no matter where you go.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, so it sounds like it's kind of like a family, almost.
It's more family oriented. The club I was in was more family oriented. It goes family job club. That was the thing.
The motto.
Yeah, the motto was family first, then club. I mean, then your work, because you got to work to be able to take care of your family. Mm-hmm. So that always came first. Work, your family, work, club.
So what does being in a motorcycle club mean to you personally, and how does it different from just riding with friends?
It's the camaraderie. It's the brotherhood. It's the ultimate trust of your fellow brother. I did 4 years in the Army, and I was looking for something like that. The brotherhood that we had.
Right.
And I found it, and I'm out now. I got out of the club. I got sick and got out of the club, and I'm still real good friends with the guys, and I see them all over the place, and I'm out good. We have a good time. I go to the clubhouse, shoot shit. They always try to get me a little tore up, and
right.
I'm one of them guys that I get drinking. I start telling stories, and they sit around and they're like, "This fucking nut," and
yeah, right.
And I'm like, dude, I'm just me. I'm just an old North Florida redneck, man, and really, I got millions of stories, but I ain't gonna go into them, and I'm not gonna mention nobody's name.
No, we're not gonna do that.
But it's more of a brotherhood, man. It's like they're like your best friends. They're there. You need something, they're there. And tell you, if you're married or got a steady girl, man, you better hope she's strong, because you ain't home.
Yeah.
Ain't no room for pussies, huh?
You ain't home, man.
I always tell people, ain't no bitch in my heart.
No. We got a patch that says 343. It means cunts don't count. That means women have no say whatsoever in the club. They're just there to help out, to clean up, after a big event, help set up the food or whatever, and they have no say so. And a lot of the guys, they talk a little bit out of the mouth to their women, and the women get a little mouthy and big headed. And my wife, she never did that. She just minded her own damn business and did what she had to do, and she got it done. She left. She went home. She didn't hang around with them, and she was friendly and loving to them, but she never got too close.
She knew when to leave.
So are there female members or no?
No.
Okay. So women don't have a place in the club.
No place whatsoever.
But there is a strong bond between the members.
Oh yeah. We all treated each other's wives real well. You don't want to disrespect another member's wife at all. That's a big no-no.
Yeah.
You don't want to push up on them. You don't want to, hit on them, because that'll get you kicked out bad.
Yeah.
You don't
in the worst way, huh?
Bad way.
So what kind of people usually get drawn into the club? Are there qualities that you look for prospects?
Yeah, you look for people that's going to be loyal, trustworthy, and people that you kind of got things in common with. And it's a process, man. I mean, you got to hang around for a while before you even get invited to be a probate.
What does the timeline look for that?
I mean, you can hang. Some people hung around 2-3 years before they got asked to come in, and some people few months. It all depends on the person, their personality, how if they come to all the events, come to the clubhouse, they hang around, do. Just because you're hanging around, if you want to be a member, you're hanging around. You pitch in, you take the trash out, you do whatever. You can't go behind a bar or anything like that. You can't serve drinks, but you can, talk to people, introduce yourself as a hang around, and blah blah blah. And it's pretty simple, man. I mean, you just got to be a man about it.
Yeah,
you can't
don't be a bitch.
Can't be
don't be a bitch.
And is it also true that a lot of guys in MC clubs, they are ex-military guys like yourself?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where you get that brotherhood and that relationship from being ex-military.
In my particular club, I think there was 3 of us that were ex-military. 2 Navy, and I was the only one in the Army.
Okay.
And but yeah, but it's more of a brotherhood, man. It's more of like a close friendship. I know it's just different than your buddy you hang out with at work or something.
Right.
Totally different, because you're putting your life in your brother's hands a lot of times. Nothing's going bad, but if somebody was to jump on me, they're gonna have to jump on them too.
Right.
And
yeah, you're not just dealing with you. You're dealing with the whole club.
You got to make sure you got somebody that's got your back, at all times. Whether you're right or wrong, they got you, and we'll deal with that shit later.
So, like, basically guaranteed protection from the club. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah. So I mean, you gotta hold your own. You gotta, you can't be some little punk ass bitch and run your dick sucker and think, okay, they got my back, I can do what I want. It ain't gonna work.
Yeah, you got to show some respect.
We may have your back then, but when we get back to the house, you're gonna have something to deal with.
Yeah, fuck around and find out, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, the hard way.
So you guys do there's specific bikes everyone rides?
Yeah, we ride Harleys.
All of them are Harleys.
Yeah, all Harleys.
So can you ride a Honda, or is that like forbidden?
No.
Like bro ain't showing up on a Kawasaki, huh?
No, it has to be an American-made bike, man. Yeah. A Harley or Indian.
Right.
You ain't gonna come riding up on no gold.
Or like a scooter or a moped or something like that.
No.
Yeah, like you can't show up on a Vespa and think this is gonna turn out well.
Yeah, like when I first got out of the military, I was at a biker bar that belonged to a club, and I didn't feel like driving my truck, so I rode my bicycle. It was only a couple blocks, so I rode my bike up there, and they were fucking with me a little bit. They said, "Oh, look, man, he's a real biker, man." And I was like, "Really, man?" I said, "I got a truck, right?" He goes, "Yeah, but you come up on a bicycle, man." I'm like, "And?" I said, "I'm here, ain't I?"
Got a 2-stroke motor on my Huffy.
All the strokes and man up a push.
Check this guy out. Yeah.
So you guys do like group rides and things?
Oh yeah, we ride with other clubs. We get together and stuff. Go to other clubhouses and hang out with the guys, other clubs, and do charity rides. For Toys for Tots and things like that, and cancer runs and things like that.
So it's a lot bigger than just being in a club. What people would think, like, oh, you just hang out. No, you actually do shit.
Yeah, we do a lot of, we always went out to thing called Boots on the Ground. We went out there and we would sponsor them and help out, and we would set up booth up and sell our merchandise, or support shirts and stuff, and it all worked out good, man. It was a good time.
Raising money for a good cause.
Yeah. Exactly.
How about how's being in a club changed the way you experience the road compared to riding solo or casually with friends? Because I see, a lot of groups of bikes riding around, but then you'll see the giant groups and you're like, that's gotta be a club.
Now that I'm out, I get invited to a lot of charity rides and stuff, and I've personally been riding with the same guys for years and years and years, and we know how we all ride. And I mean, we ride tight, side by side, 1-2 bikes apart. Between us, back to front, and and you just get a trust in them that what they're gonna do. You got to have a good your guy up front, man. He has, your president or whoever leading the front. He has to know who's behind him and make sure everything's clear, because he's constantly watching his mirror, make sure everybody's still together. And you got to keep it tight, because you don't want to be scattered all apart and people in cars cutting in between you and shit. That gets dangerous. So we like to ride tight.
Yeah.
That way we're all one group, like a train. One moves, they all move. And it's so I let go some of them charity rides, but I don't really ride it. I'll make my donation and I'll hang out for a little while, then I'll come back at the end. But I really don't like riding with a lot of people that I don't know. So for a simple reason is there's a lot of dumbasses out there, man. And I don't want one of them idiots to wreck me, and I don't want to have to accidentally wreck one of them. And
yeah,
I just,
You have to trust the group you're with.
I mean, I had a good friend of mine rear-ending me in freaking Daytona.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, damn, man, fuck my shit up. Fuck this shit up. And I'm like, damn, dude. What happened was, we was at a red light, and the light changed. I was in the front. I went to turn, and a guy ran the red light coming from my left. I was making a right turn. I had to slam on the brakes, and the guy behind me just fucking creamed me, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
How big
man,
a group were you in at that point?
there was maybe about 14 of us at the time.
Does everyone kind of work together in that group to mitigate those
Yeah,
dangers on the road?
Yeah, we all, everybody, the guys up front see, like potholes or things in the road, they'll let you know. And it just, I don't know, man. Once you ride with people for so long, you just know.
Yeah, you know how they do it. You know how they're going to operate.
Yeah, you just learn. You just, okay, they're going, it looked like a snake going down the road. It's cool as shit. I mean, when we pull up to a curb or something, we'd all pull up, then we'd all back up at the same time. It just looked uniform, We all pull up side by side, and we'd back up to the curb together at the same time. It's just the way it is. It looks better. It looks like, hell, these guys got their shit together, even though we probably didn't. But
at least it looked that way.
Just a bunch of fucking yahoos, But
So what if a sports bike comes up on you guys and
we would always just let them go, man.
Yeah.
You see a lot of times on like Facebook where
you see a lot of bullshit.
When you pass out so I'm like,
Is it like that or no?
No,
People don't really give a fuck.
I've never experienced any of that with anybody I know.
You think
They're
some of those
usually just wave them on because usually they'll pull up to the last guy, the tail gunner. They'll pull up to him and they'll nod, ask, and he waves them on, and then they go. If you tell them to stay back, it depends on who's with you. You know what I mean? Who's in your group? That because you never know. Some fucking fool could come up and start shooting. Because usually you got your president, your vice president, and the SA right there, top three, and you don't want nothing go on with them. So you gotta, But I mean, if you could tell the good guys and the bad guys. Some dude on a real sports bike, man. Who cares? Let them go, man.
Yeah,
because they're statistic.
He's trying to go fast. Let him do his thing. Right?
we never really sped that much. We mainly kept it, a couple miles over the speed limit, but nothing. You really don't want to draw no attention to yourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, the cops really don't mess with Harleys anyway. They're more after them dumbasses on sport bike.
Right. The guy that's trying to pop a fucking wheelie and like be an asshole on the road, cutting in and out of traffic.
I can tell you a story about that.
Please.
I was in New York, and this guy on a sport bike. I'm sitting at the exit ramp at the red light. Guy comes by on a sport bike and tips my mirror on my truck with his handlebar, and I pull up the red light. I said, "Damn, dude, you broke my fucking mirror." He goes, "Man, fuck you and your mirror." I said, "Really?" I said, "You an asshole or what?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm an asshole." So the light changes. This idiot pops a wheelie. He falls off the back of the bike. The bike rolls up, hit him about 20 yards. I'm fucking laughing. I go,
he got himself some instant fucking
now?
karma.
I go, so who's the asshole now? So I pull up. I go, "Hey, dickhead, you okay?" He goes, "Man, fuck you, asshole." "Oh, I'm an asshole?" So I just pulled up and ran over his back rim on his bike and said, "Now I'm an asshole."
Yeah, look, who's the asshole now?
So I pull up to the next red light, and the guy that was behind me pulls up. He rolls the window down. He's fucking dying, man. He's laughing. He goes, "Man, that was cool as fucking shit, man." I heard the whole thing. He goes, "That was cool shit." I'm like, dude, I was just fucking aggravated with the dude. I didn't want to. I could have run him over, but I didn't. But well, show me an asshole. Hell, I'll show you an asshole.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Watch this. I promise I can be a bigger asshole than anyone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Watch this.
He kind of, I guess, the fellow. I mean, he's like a retard, man. He had a fucking chrome German helmet on with a skull face mask on.
So he looked really
on
cool.
a ninja. I'm like, really, dude? Who are you, man? But yeah, I guess he learned his lesson. But I'm glad I didn't mess my damn truck wheel up or nothing, but I did. I know.
As long as the truck's all right.
I know for a fact he had to buy a new back rim.
100%. So, being in the club, what are some of the biggest challenges that you think you've faced, or has there been anything significant that has tested the strength of the group?
Oh, there's been a few things, man. our president, him and his wife were killed, were hit on their motorcycle by were killed by a drunk driver. And that took a toll on us for a little while, man, because he was one of the most stand-up guys you ever met, man, and loved him dearly. And when he left, man, it kind of went to shit. And then we got another guy stepped up, was president. I don't know how it happened, but he became president. And at first he was pretty cool, and then he just turned to a total fucking dick. And I'm like, went to his head, and he didn't have no job, and I was always wondering how he had money. I said, where's this motherfucker getting money at? How you got money to be buying beers and buying a motorcycle and all this shit, So I started asking the guys, I said, where's this guy do for money? He goes, fuck, I don't know, man. I'm like, he's your damn president of the club. You don't know what he does, how he gets his money. You don't know nothing. I said, I know he ain't dealing dope, but what's going on?
So is that a thing that everyone kind of knows what everyone's background is, and if you don't, then there's a problem?
Yeah, you pretty much know. That's your hang around period in your probate.
Mm-hmm.
You get to know people.
It's where people learn about you.
Yeah, you ask questions. Hey, what do you do for a living? What blah blah. What do you do? What do you like? What you got to feel people out and all. And you really don't want some jackass, some clown. You want a stand-up guy with you.
Yeah, you got to know you can count on your people.
Yeah, you got to know if you can trust them or not. And it's a lot of, a few things, man. I got in a hot water one time. I had just got patched in, and a probate. I was a little fucked up because I had just got patched in, and a probate's wife got real fucking ignorant with me. I turned and I knocked the coke out of her hand, and she got fucking mouthy and said, oh, you stupid bastard. Anybody want to fuck, you got to put up here with your bullshit. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you talking to? And I went fucking off. And next thing I know, I was just a member in our SA. Told two probates, said, y'all take care of him. I'm fucking out of here. I ain't dealing with this fucking nut. And he hauled ass. And I started laughing. I said, probates can't tell me a motherfucking thing. I tell them to fuck off. And that somehow I end up losing my patch over that shit, over some fucking bitch, over, mouthy ass,
So that's interesting.
That never set right with me.
But doesn't that go against the core values of the woman being able to
exactly
say something?
That was my biggest argument. Who the fuck is she to say anything? Her only thing I need her out of her is, do you need anything? I don't want to hear, oh, you drunk bastard. I don't want to hear that. Yeah, I was drunk. I just got patched in.
Mm-hmm.
I was having a good old, there's a party.
Yeah, we're supposed to be having fun. Watch me get fucked up.
Wow. Big deal. I knocked the coke out of her hand. I'd have bought her 10.
Yeah.
And she got all mouthy and, didn't rub me right, man, because I don't know. I'm a little different than a lot of guys in that club, man. I'm a little standoffish. I mean, it takes me a while before I would warm up to people, like new people hanging around. I would say, hey, or whatever. I would kind of avoid them and let them come to me. And they're like, why are you standoffish? I'm not standoffish. It's not my job to come to them. They want to come to me.
Yeah.
Why I got to be friendly to them? They want to hang out here. And
that's their job. That's their job to make me welcome you in.
That's just always been that way. I'm a very good judge of character. And I can meet somebody for 10 minutes and know whether I'm going to like them or not.
Yeah.
And that's just always been that way since I was a kid. And it's just the way I'll always be. If you rub me wrong, that first impression is a motherfucker, because then I'm going to have you got strike against you,
Yeah.
And that's just the way I am. And I guess it just falls back to being old redneck country boy, man. Just
yeah, they can't take that out of you.
no,
that is instilled in your soul.
This ain't gonna happen, man.
Well, I've got one final question for you, Stone. Is did you guys have any interactions at Bike Week back in the day?
No, we go there, we hang out, we go to a certain place, and we and we camp out, you know, our group. And a lot of other people, we see other people, member of other clubs come there and we shoot shit. And they come over to the campsite, but we don't really, a lot of times that there's a lot of shit been going on here. So a lot of times you really don't want to wear your colors out and about when let's say there's 3 other dominant clubs there.
Right.
And you're with the main dominant club. And there's going to be a problem because, especially if you're a support club, because then they're going to think that, oh, you ain't nobody but a support club. And they're going to beat your ass just because. And we were told, you know, stand down, don't wear your colors. And I'm like, man, I didn't go through this fucking hell not to wear these. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
Fucking, I did 17, 18 months of probate, man. I'm wearing my shit. I earned it. It's
You earned
mine.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's mine. And I got mean mugged by a few people and, you know, other clubs and shit and whatever, man.
So
You want mean mug me. I don't
That-
well, I'm just smiling wave. How you doing, man? You know.
That's kind of where. So my last question is, you know, motorcycle clubs, they get a bad rap in the media.
It's all
So
nonsense.
it's, you know, you got a bunch of bullshit and there's a lot of misunderstanding, I think. So what do you think is the biggest misunderstanding about the motorcycle culture and club life
Well,
that
a
is
lot of
being
them-
blown out of proportion for most
Yeah,
people?
well, a lot of them, man. A lot of people think that, oh, we're all criminals and this and that. We ain't criminals, man. We're just everyday ordinary people. We got wives, children, grandchildren.
We go to work.
We work, we pay our bills, we pay our taxes. We you know, we don't bother nobody. We just want to be left the fuck alone. Just leave us alone. Let us do what we do. Just leave us alone.
Leave us alone. We'll leave you alone.
You know, we're not criminals. We ain't out here to beat nobody up. We ain't out here to shoot nobody. We ain't doing dope. We just us. Just leave us alone.
Yeah.
You know, we're fine with you. You be fine with us.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't never had no problem with, except one time at a bar, a guy, me and one of my brothers at a bar, we parked up by the front door and he kept eyeballing us and shit. And my brother, you know, said, you know, what's up with you? And next thing you know, this guy wants to pick a fight with me, and I ain't even one that started this shit with him. My brother did. And this guy wants to try me, and I'm looking at my buddy, I'll go, dude, man, this ain't gonna go good for this guy, man, because I ain't the fucking one, man.
I ain't the wrong one to fuck with.
I'm the nicest guy in the world, man, but I'll flip a switch, you know, and come to find out, the guy backs the truck up, almost hits my bike. I'm like, dude, you hit my bike, man. It's fucking, you're done.
Now it's over.
And he goes, "Meet me at-"
Now
he
it's
goes-
over.
And he goes, oh, meet me at the gas station. I said, fuck yeah, man. Boom. I beat him there. And he gets out of his truck. I come walking up to him. He jumps back in the truck and hauls ass. And the other guy goes, man, I thought I was going to get to see him get his ass beat. I said, I thought I was going to get to beat his ass. But that's the only problem I ever had, man. I never had no problem with nobody disrespecting me, or even 1%er never disrespected me. You know, they appreciate you, and they're good people, man. I had a good time, and I got a lot of love and respect for them. And
No, that's good. I think there's a lot of misunderstanding that people don't necessarily want to listen to the actual truth, and they'll just take what they see on social media and the news or fucking movies and TV shows about how shitty fucking bike clubs are, you know?
Yeah, definitely the criminal element.
Yeah, they all focus on a criminal
it's
aspect
all
of it.
nonsense, man. We're not.
When you're out here like, hey, we're raising money for Toys for Tots and shit, like, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we if we get pushed, we could, you know, we'll
Yeah,
stand
then
up,
you
but-
handle business, right?
Yeah, but we don't bother nobody. We ain't out there doing stupid shit. We ain't out robbing people, stealing. We ain't doing none of that. We're working.
Yeah,
We're working, take care of our families and take care of our club.
that's
you
it.
know, takes money to make money.
Yeah,
So, you know, it's just capitalism, man.
Hmm?
It works.
yeah. No, well, I definitely appreciate the time you spent with us,
Not a problem,
having the
man.
interview. I think we got some good information out of it.
Sounds great. I appreciate you could come over, Stone.
Hey,
Thank you
thanks for
very
having
much,
me,
man.
Yeah, thanks
Really
so much.
appreciate it.
So everyone else, like, subscribe, hit that fucking button, and blow this motherfucker up. Let's keep it going. Good show. Thank you.
All right, man.
Yeah, have a good one.